Hey guys, thanks for joining me on episode 13 of my video diary or video log, or whatever you want to call it. Right, so I haven't done one in a while, mainly because we've been having a lot of internet problems and I've had a lot of technology problems going on because I'm a complete Luddite when it comes to these sort of things. But I got it going again now and I'm hopefully going to get this back up to a regular basis. So let's get started. So, first thing I want to talk about is the games I played. And I played quite a few games over the last couple of weeks. More so than I would probably normally do. But I didn't get to take some of the pictures I lost, some got corrupted, so I'm only going to mention some of the things I played. Starting off with a game of Kings of War with my friend Dave. It was his first game. I gave him the demo. We filmed this and put it up on Battle Knights, my other YouTube channel. And suffice to say, I got a sound thrashing. But what I'm going with here is I'm going to say it was because it was a demo game and I was showing him how to play. That was the reason why I lost, and that's what I'm sticking with. But nonetheless, it was a really fun game. I'm really enjoying Kings of War, and I'm looking forward to the next game. After that, well, actually the following day or a couple of days later, I played Seven Wonders Duel with my partner Carlo. Now, you'll actually see this come up a few times in this vlog because I've been playing this quite a bit. I really enjoy this game a lot. I love the idea of this different strategies, the two-player nature. It's quick, it's fast, it's fun. It's a really fantastic game. And I'm really looking forward to when they bring out an expansion. I've seen a little bit of pictures and stuff, and I'm super excited. Then I met up with my Risk group, the gamers, and we had 2 games left. Now, we haven't played in a while because people have been going on holidays and not being available for work and that sort of thing. So I think we've been probably off for about a month. But we finally got back to it. We got game 14 and 15. When we got together, we actually thought we'd probably only get game 14 done because some of the other games have been taking quite a while. And game 14 lasted all of maybe 14 minutes because Gary won quite comfortably. 2 people didn't even have a go at this point. A couple of cards came up that gave Gary a massive boost. That's the one thing with the Risk, and I think it's made by design, to be fair, to push the game along. But the event cards really unbalance the game, and so he just got given a free victory point. If no human players control a continent, then the zombie player gets a free victory point, which sounds ridiculous, and it is ridiculous, especially considering 2 of the people never even had a go yet, and it's the first round. But anyway, enough of that. Game 14 ended, Gary won. So we went into game 15. And at this point, if Dave had won game 15, then the whole campaign would have ended in a 5-way tie, which is unbelievable. I love the fact that it was so close over the campaign that if Dave won, it would have been a 5-way tie. As it is, he didn't win. I did, which meant I won the overall campaign. With 4 victories, and then I think there was 3 players on 3, and then Dave on 2. Which is, I mean, it was really close, and I'm really glad it came that close. All of them really loved it. Yes, the events played a massive part in some victories, and including mine on the last turn. I mean, I was playing the aliens, and I got benefited, and I had the capital city, which I got a massive benefit from. But nonetheless, we all enjoyed it. Those 15 games were a blast. I know all the other guys really enjoyed it, and most of them are now becoming genuine gamers and will be playing other games in the future. And so with the Risk campaign completely done now, we now have more free time to do some other games. But of course, in this night, we only finished off the night with a nice little quick game of Cheaty Moth. Unfortunately, it wasn't that quick a game, but it was still really, really good. The guys really enjoyed it. Cheaty Moth's a really fun little quick game. And that was that. So moving on to a few days later, as I said, we had with internet problems and stuff, we had a free night going. So our friend Alan joined us for some games, and we played a couple of lighter games, just quick little things because it was a Thursday night. The first thing we played was a 2-player game of Tomahawk from Matagot. I really like this game. It's a simple little sort of area control game, but kind of like you're playing down Indians to gain control of areas. And it was really fun. It looked like Alan was thrashing me, but then I came back strong on the last couple of turns and just pipped him to the post. And then, of course, Stuart Garside will like this. We played a game of Ember. We should be doing another video of this soon, with all the new promo cards and legendary cards and a couple of changes to the rules and stuff as well, which I think really worked well in the game. Although in this particular game, Alan absolutely smashed us. He had perfect starting hand and just dominated from that point onwards. And then we pulled out Escape, the big box edition from Queen Games. We haven't played this in a while actually, but I really enjoyed it. I like the sort of manic dice rolling games, and most of my family does as well. So Alan's not played this yet, so we set it up with just a basic game, adding one or two maybe of the expansions in. I can't remember which ones now. And the first round we absolutely lost. We were just running around crazy, losing dice and things like that, which was a good laugh. But the second time we played it straight afterwards again, and that time we completely crushed it. So I think the next time we play, we might add one or two or more of the expansions on, just to add that little extra complexity to it. But it's still a really good game, really fun. 10 minutes, and it literally is 10 minutes of crazy dice rolling. And to finish off, we had a game of Wiz War, a 3-player game, Mikael and Alan from Fantasy Flight Games. And I'm pretty sure Alan won this as well. And I think mainly because me and Carla were trying to kill each other, and he stole away with all the treasures. I'm not really sure. I think Wiz War works brilliantly as a 3-player, but it was still a fun game. Really enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure that Sunday was Father's Day. So the boys woke up and brought me some cards and a new game, which was Tank Wars from Hobby World. And then we decided to play some games, as it was my choice of what to do for Father's Day. So we played some games, and naturally I brought out some of the family games to play with the boys. First thing we played was Looney Quest. I love this game. I think it's really cool. It's such an interesting concept, you know, just drawing on these little see-through acetate things, and then you put them on the top, and then you see how well you did, and then you gain points and move around the scoreboard. Really, really clever, interesting game. And it's all based on a sort of an arcade world as well, so the boys really liked it. Even though they obviously didn't get how the scoring works, but it didn't really matter that much. And then after that, we played Creature College from Happy Otter Games. This is also a very family-friendly game. I mean, it's literally aimed at kids. And we enjoyed our game of that. I'm not even sure I won. They didn't even let me win any of the games. It's typical for Father's Day. After that, Carl and I played a game of Seven Wonders Duel. She let me win this one, I'm sure. As I won by the military route. And, oh yes, I forgot. We played one more game with the other boys, which was the Hulk game. Now, I can tell you now, if anyone's watching this, and think, ooh, a Hulk game, I might go look that up. Don't. It's a rubbish game. But my boys really like it. It's literally just a roll and move game. You roll the dice, see how far you move, and then the gimmick comes with this little contraption that you have to push down every time you play a rage card, and then it might transform you into the Hulk, which gives you a shorter path to victory. I bought this for £1 at the UK Expo about 6 years ago, probably. And I've played it probably near on 100 times, and I still hate it. But I'm always happy to play it because, like I said, my boys really like it. And we also played a game of Hey, That's My Fish, which I actually really like. I think it's a really clever game. You know, you got the little fish tiles down, and you're moving your penguins around to pick up as many fish as you can. But as you do that, the sort of area that you're playing on gets smaller and smaller until eventually there's nowhere for you to move to. So that was my Father's Day gaming. As you can see, mostly family-oriented gaming, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was super fun. I like playing games like this with my kids and my family because it kind of grows them into the gaming industry, and allows them to play more complexable games. Yeah, that's not a word. And then Saturday night with my gaming group, Tony got here first, and of course I immediately pulled out Seven Wonders Duel to play with Tony, and he really enjoyed it as well. And it was quite an interesting game because I went down the military route again, and he was doing heavily the civilian route. I mean, he was literally gaining so many points, and it got down to the last couple of cards, and if I didn't pick up a military card that gives me 2 military points, he would have absolutely thrashed me. But of course, luck was with me, and I picked up the right card and won. And then we played a 4-player game of For Sale. This was the first time I played For Sale. I really enjoyed it. I actually thought it was a really clever game. You're basically just buying properties and selling them. I sold a box in this game for 10 grand and still came last. But it was really good. Really enjoyed it. Then we played Bonanza, the bean farming game. Another game where you have to make money. I won this. Sort of a really interesting game because it almost feels like a co-op. Like you're constantly trading with each other and working together to get the cards you need. But at the same point, it's not a co-op game because you're clearly working against each other. A pretty tight game. I think I only won this by 1 or 2 gold coins. So really good. And then I wanted to play Thief from Academy Games. I've played this once or twice before, and it's quite a brain-burning game in terms of reading the rules and stuff, because there's so many terminology, like sort of Dutchy, Dukey, things like this, that it really melts my brain. And the best way to play these, get around these sort of things, is to play them. So, and I played it 4-player last time, and we had 5 players this time. So I really wanted to play it again. And it was interesting. I'm not sure everyone enjoyed it as much as you would have thought. I think definitely next time I play this, I'm going to add all the expansions. I didn't add any of the expansions in. It was just a pure base game, even without the relics and stuff from the base game. Which was okay. I mean, it was ran a bit long, and Martin and I won because we had an alliance. We got married, but Dee and Tony married as well to form an alliance, which left Ash on his own. But it was interesting. I still enjoyed the game, and I definitely want to play it again. But I think 1 or 2 of the other guys were not overly impressed, based on the fact that it was really hard to get victory points, and obviously the alliance rule always swings things in one person's favor or another. But we'll definitely revisit that one again with the expansions, because I think the expansions will probably make it much better. I've had to read through them already. So that's it. That's what I played for the last couple of weeks. If I have to do a game of the week, it's going to easily be Seven Wonders Duel, I think, because I've been playing that quite a bit. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a really clever game, and I'm really looking forward to playing the expansion when it comes out. It'll probably be the first thing I'll buy on my shopping list. Alright, so that's my gaming done. Now we go into my painting things. Now, as usual, I don't have a lot of projects that I've completed over the last couple of weeks, because I'm working on about a half a dozen projects at the same time. But I thought I'd show you some of the pictures of things I have been working on. One of the things I've been doing is for a company called Wordforge Games, which they do a game called Devil's Run, which is like Route 666. It's a post-apocalyptic sort of racing game, and I've done some of the vehicles and stuff for the new faction that they've brought out. I'll be doing a video for that soon, so I can show you the gameplay and maybe show off the figures a bit more. But yeah, that was really cool, really interesting. I've not done vehicles like this before. I've done the standard Space Marine vehicles and tanks for bolt action, that sort of stuff. But this was a lot more interesting because it's obviously more rusty and grimy, and, well, at least in my impression it is. And then, of course, I naturally did some more Imperial Assault stuff. I did 2 of those giant shaggy cows for the Desert World, the Banthas. I did them with a little brighter colors than you would normally associate them with, because I wanted to make the cloaks and the saddles and stuff stand out over. Otherwise, this model would just be completely brown and grey. So I did it like that, and both the guys I did this for really like it, so I'm pretty happy with that. I did some trolls from my Dungeon Saga. I'm really close to finishing Dungeon Saga now. I've just got the 3 or 3.5 euros left to do, and then some of the furniture, and that'll be the entire base set painted, which I'm really happy with because I don't have many fully painted games. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and then doing some gameplay videos with all the painted stuff. Then I did a couple of other bits and pieces. I did another 9 figures for Infinity. I did some more Imperial Assault smugglers. I've been working on my Frostgrave warband as well. And that's pretty much that. So I'll have some more painted projects for you guys next week, or in the next time I do a next vlog. And I don't have really much else to show you. I mean, it was Father's Day, so I hope you guys had a good gaming session on your Father's Day. If you did, post below what you thought of it and what you played. And once again, thank you for listening to me ramble on about the games I played and miniatures I've painted. I enjoy doing these because it obviously gives me a look back as well to show you what I've done over the last year or so. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.